Calgary, Canada, December 29th, 2025. Calgary and surrounding areas in southern Alberta experienced severe disruption as powerful Chinook winds descended from the Rocky Mountains, whipping up large quantities of existing snow into dense, blinding clouds. The sudden onset of these warm, gusty winds transformed lingering snow cover into airborne hazards, reducing visibility to near zero along key transportation corridors and turning routine journeys into dangerous ordeals. Storm chasers and residents reported walls of blowing snow that obscured everything in sight, with conditions particularly acute west of the city near Stony Nakota. The most significant impacts occurred on major highways where the Chinook's force lofted snow into swirling whiteouts. Along the Trans-Canada Highway, west of Calgary near Stony Nakota, gusts created walls of blowing snow that obscured road markings, shoulders, and oncoming traffic. Drivers reported sudden loss of visibility, with fine particles and larger drifts making safe travel nearly impossible. Similar conditions affected other routes, where strong crosswinds combined with the airborne snow to topple vulnerable vehicles, including empty semi-trailers that flipped or jackknifed under the pressure. These scenes illustrate the overwhelming density of snow suspended in the air, reducing daylight to a hazy gray and forcing many motorists to pull over or risk collision. The human and economic toll has been substantial. Motorists, including long-haul truck drivers and families, became stranded for hours amid the chaos, with some vehicles involved in multi-vehicle incidents triggered by the sudden whiteouts. Emergency services faced challenges reaching affected areas as drifts blocked access and visibility hampered response efforts. Vulnerable road users, such as those in lighter vehicles, reported heightened fear and stress from the relentless wind and disorienting snow clouds. Respiratory difficulties increased for individuals exposed to the fine, dry particles kicked up by the gusts, while the isolation of rural stretches left communities cut off from essential supplies. Such incidents highlight how quickly the winds can destabilize large vehicles, scattering debris and creating additional hazards for rescuers and other drivers. Beyond the immediate transportation chaos, the Chinook's ability to loft massive volumes of snow into the air amplified secondary effects across communities. In urban Calgary, the combination of high winds and blowing snow led to scattered debris, downed branches, and occasional power flickers that disrupted households and businesses. Residents in exposed areas described an eerie, constant roar as snow battered windows and vehicles, heightening anxiety and forcing many to remain indoors for safety. For those reliant on commuting, the event extended travel times dramatically, with some drivers reporting hours spent in gridlock or pulled over, waiting for conditions to improve. The blowing snow phenomenon also posed ongoing risks to public health and emergency response. Fine airborne particles contributed to increased reports of breathing difficulties, particularly among individuals with asthma or other respiratory conditions. while the psychological strain of sudden isolation in whiteout conditions added to the overall burden on local support services. Municipal crews worked extensively to clear highways and restore access, but the sheer volume of suspended snow prolonged recovery in rural and highway-adjacent zones, underscoring the need for enhanced monitoring and preparedness in this wind-prone corridor. The human toll was profound, disrupting daily life and posing health risks to Calgary's population. Residents reported power outages lasting hours, leaving homes dark and cold during the wind's peak, forcing people to seek shelter or endure uncomfortable conditions. High winds scattered outdoor decorations and inflatables, while debris created hazards for pedestrians and drivers alike. For those sensitive to pressure changes, Chinooks triggered migraines and headaches, exacerbating the stress of the event. Families dealt with property damage, such as snapped tree branches and flooded areas from rapid melting, requiring immediate cleanup and repairs. In rural outskirts like Stony Nakota, visibility reductions led to isolation, with communities cut off from essential services. The psychological strain was notable, as the unrelenting howl of winds and sudden shifts created an eerie atmosphere, heightening anxiety among those affected. Recovery efforts focused on restoring normalcy, with linemen working to repair downed power lines and clear debris from roads. Authorities issued warnings for hazardous travel, advising residents to secure loose items and avoid unnecessary outings. While no major injuries were widely reported in this instance, the event served as a reminder of Chinook wind's dual nature, beneficial for melting snow, but destructive when intense. Community resilience shone through, with neighbors assisting in cleanup. But the incident underscored the need for better preparedness, such as reinforced structures and early warning systems, to mitigate future disruptions in this wind-prone region. Authorities urged residents to avoid non-essential travel, secure loose items, and prepare for potential power flickers from wind strain on lines. While the Chinook provided rapid warming and snowmelt in some areas, earning its nickname as a snow eater, the event's primary legacy was the profound disruption caused by vast amounts of snow pushed violently into the air. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.